portion of this episode is sponsored by Voxel PLA. More on that later.
There you are. Welcome back. This is Bill.
Hello.
This is Allie.
Hi.
We have a project at hand that really is going to utilize the skill set the three of us have. And I'm going to start with Allie. Allie, this is your brainchild here. What are we doing?
We are making the licorice dispenser from Wayne's World that will go into my car.
Cool.
As you remember, Wayne's World, one of the most epic movies from yesteryear, really not that long ago, they had an AMC Pacer, and on the roof of the Pacer, which they affectionately called the Mirthmobile, was a licorice dispenser.
Which they installed after they had the windfall of $5,000 cash.
Now, we didn't have that windfall, but we've got some brains to be able to put this together and make it as best as we can. So, starting out, what did you send to my house?
Had a bowl full of fun here, trying to find the right size that we need.
For the licorice dispenser, it is a bowl shape with some other accoutrement on it, which we can talk about in a bit. But Allie went to Amazon and said, I'm not sure which bowl will work. And so I had boxes of bowls showing up at my house, and we eventually settled on, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah, I think
this one right here.
The little one.
Okay, so Allie, this is the chosen bowl. And as you said, the description said it's also for putting on a fence for a dog to be able to look
See
through.
the other side of the fence, I guess.
Or
Yeah.
for a security camera to
Right.
weatherproof it. So for something like this, though, what we would need to do is cut into it and apply things. Now, the things that they used on the actual device in the movie look to be sourced. Someone made something and someone acquired something. But rather than acquiring something, we have a Bill who can design something.
That's right. So we're going to 3D model all of the parts that we need to add to this dome to transform it into the thing we need. So we'll 3D model it, and then Joel here, he's going to 3D print them.
So once you model, I'll print, and then the three of us together will assemble it. And then the only thing that's needed after that is acquiring licorice and a car. That will be for Allie to do once home. I hope TSA doesn't confiscate this.
I have nothing to hide in my bag.
We have a plan at hand. Should we get going?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I don't know of a way out of this. Let's go! The modeling is done. Bill and Allie just tag teamed and made some amazing parts. And now we've gone through and picked out the filament. For the base plate and all of the parts that have the rollers that the licorice rolls on, we're going to be using this Jesse PLA from Printed Solid. It's a Clear Pet G. For the base of the knife switch that Bill and Allie have created, we're going to be using this black PLA. It's easy. It's almost decorative. For the knife switch itself, the metallic parts, we're going to be using Golden Winter PLA. It's a Jesse PLA from Printed Solid. It's an amazing color. And then finally, what we need is 285/3mm filament. That's going to act as the axles for the rollers that we're going to be printing in the Pet G. And I thought, 285, I don't have any of that stuff. But wait, I had some stuff by the door that I was saving to give to Bill because he still has an Ultimaker and I don't. So we're going to be using Verbatim's polypropylene transparent 2.85mm. So this is going to act as the axles for the rollers. There we go. That's the filament. So we have the material, we have the parts. It's time to get to printing. So this one is running Clipper, and it enables the motion system to run pretty fast. But also, it's got a textured PEI build plate. When you're printing with PETG, it likes to almost marry itself to the PEI sheet, and it's really difficult to get off. So with a texture on the PEI, it allows it to release a little easier. And that's why we're going to be doing this, because the clear material is actually going to be a large flat surface, and so we want the easiest way to remove it as possible. I'm adjusting the first layer. So the first layer of a print is what's on the build plate, and that's has to adhere to it. And if you have a really good first layer, there's a good chance your print's going to succeed. You can see over here, it's a little bit coarse and it's kind of popping up a little bit. And that happens when the nozzle's too close to this build plate. So what I did is I backed it off just a little bit, 0.05 millimeters. And when I did that, it's now printing these, and you can see a different sheen on the material, how it's smoother. And that's because the first layer is now more proper.
Come here, Art. Ah!
So we have these bits of filament that are going to act as the axles for these things in here. And then we also have these things that get assembled as our homemade knife switch into here.
So this will be the one that you do, and this will be the one that I screw up.
So this goes in here like that. And then this goes in here like that. Sweet glasses.
Thanks.
There's hardly any sparks.
There's no sparks. I'll put some pressure on it from above if you want to gloop around the sides.
Yes, human clamp. Still your joke.
Yeah, Joel, do you want to come to my shop and hold stuff for me while I do it?
3, 2, 1, go.
Success! Lift off.
That's not bad.
That's less than not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's great.
That's not bad.
Woo!
This episode is sponsored by Voxel PLA and runs 150 Ender 3s on this material nearly 24/7. I thought what better way to use it than throw it on my own print farm.
Bye-bye.
Each spool is $16.99 from the website. Buy 2 or more and it's free shipping in the US. They're launching with 5 colors: black, white, red, blue, and gray. Again, you can get this at voxelpla.com, or you can go to Amazon, just like I said before, and run this on your own 3D printers.
So now is the time when we think we are done, at least to the point where we can test, because adhesives are still drying and curing. But we have a modified bolt, carriage bolt in fact, and a hole in a thing, and Allie is about ready to realize her dream. No pressure.
Put the art together.
All right.
Oh yeah, that is going to work.
Look at that.
Yeah, it is.
So you didn't put it in all the way because we're still waiting for
Right.
things to dry.
For
But
sure.
obviously, once glue is fully adhered and you're back home, you can tighten that down like no one's business.
Yes. Now all I need is a very mature vehicle in which I can install it.
Obviously, this was first seen, Wayne's World, in their Pacer, an AMC Pacer. And you don't have a Pacer.
No, I don't.
But you might be able to find a Pacer.
Ooh. What does that mean? Do you know a guy?
No, I don't know a guy. I'm just hopeful. Well, why don't we wrap it up then? Because we're at the point where this project, at least in this location, is pretty much done.
Sure.
Yep.
If you want to see licorice in the dispenser being pulled out across these amazing rollers that were modeled and then sliced with this 3D printed knife switch, you're going to have to wait. That's going to be on Allie's channel.
You missed the last step. It's also going to be put into a very joyous mouth, but that's what you need to see.
Well, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, Bill. Thanks,
got
Allie.
it.
Thank you.
Obviously, collaborating with friends is a lot of fun. I really appreciate you guys coming up. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more. Fight for a cause you believe in. And as always,